Odyssey. Mount Odyssey, no problem. Let's load up, quick, 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 quick. Oh, Prince of Persia. But we're gonna do it later. I first want to wait, what's this? Let's first go this, then this, then this. Oh, leave your house. Nope. Not doing this. Oh,
I should watch my step around here.
I don't know where it is. Ooh, boom, 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 boom. I thought there is more find ancient. Oh wait. Nope. Ooh, nice. there were two. Yeah, there is a space. Oh, is it the exit? Yep. Nice. I should find more tools. But first I have an extra ability point that I can use. And where should I use it? I wanna use it on this. Oh, I can even team for any wild animal. Oh no, there was no use. Finally, let's get this BS. Oh, where are these locations? Why does middle shape? Oh, it must be the growth. We'll do that later. But first, okay, we've got a really important mission now.
Yeah!
Offset tutto.
Ταχαίως εξέρχομαι.
Let's go fast. Fast. looking for her. So the only way is the conduct.
I should try to stay out of sight.
Wow, I can use 50 arrows now? How did this happen? Wow. Now that's gonna be a little bit tricky for me. I'm not even hidden properly. It's gonna go bad. It's gonna go really badly. Oh, okay. It was normal. I thought it's gonna be way bad. Nice, I've got 50 arrows. Okay, there is heat.
Stay alert. Arrows! Keep
Nope.
moving!
That
I know where you're hiding!
really? She's sleeping. That's a great.
Did you hear? Sparta!
that's something. The sage is a spy. The sage is named the Shadow. Okay, so I need to go to Attica. Let's go to Attica. I barely have any bounty. There was Attica somewhere. Oh, this is Attica. The whole thing is Attica. Valley. Okay, Valley, that means stone. Stone area. Let's see the stone area in Attica. Could be anywhere. Why I should get this? Let's go here and here.
Let's move! Come on.
Let them fight.
Yeah!
Let's just do this.
Ella.
Okay, let's try again. Finally.
Yeah!
There could be wolves or something
Ella.
that I can tame. What happened? Right here.
I'm not your enemy.
Will you come with me? This one seems like no, it's not. This one is. Oh, it's a maze. It's not a maze. Lost key.
Something's blocking this. Ah, gods! Burns!
ability. Nice, 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 nice.
Come on.
Okay, let's go, boys.
Ella, ella. Easy. Join me, noble one.
Okay, so it's all about getting almost 10,000 XP and deciding. I guess. Oh, what's my worry damage right now? Less than 500. Let's make it more than 500. Justified. Hey, it should be more than 500. Like, if 100 damage is more, worry damage should be way more. Hey, puppy. Okay, what's next? Battlefield keys? Nope. Should go here. There's stuff here. He's level 17. I can kinda try to beat this person. Oh, let's do the oh, and to go to a test. I would have to be actually or not. Just wanna see if I did discover some tombs. If yes, then I would go and get ability points there. Like it's 3 ability points.
Much better as allies.
Αποφέρεται το πλήρη του ανθρώπου υποκάλπονη, λέει.
Hello.
I don't want to be spotted here.
It would be amazing if I could tame that.
You must be the one Pericles sent.
I am. He said there is an ostracism vote, but didn't tell me what I'm here to do.
Of course he didn't. That's what I'm for.
If someone is exiled, can they return?
If they do, they'll be punished.
What does someone have to do to be ostracized?
Anyone seen as a threat to the city or the people is enough. And then it is up to the vote. Some have been ostracized for simply being more disliked than the person they're up against.
Wow.
What's my role in this?
The votes have already been cast. We don't have long before they're counted. Take the Ostraka in this bag and exchange them with the ones currently under guard.
You want me to rig the ostracism?
Pericles does. And he has his reasons, I'm sure. Bring me the bag you took from the room and I'll take care of the rest.
No one will see me go in or out. Stay here. Goods from all over the Greek world. You wouldn't think the city was besieged by an army of Spartans.
Better stay hidden.
Σου ότι έδει πάβει να αποστείλουν τις εδώ.
Ότι λείψονται αντιμυστίου παιδεία και γυναίκες συντόμως.
Μυθεύματα, τούτο ούποτε συμβαίνει.
They're here somewhere. Keep looking. Yes, sir.
That should do it. I should let Pericles' contact know.
Die! Die!
Easy.
Anything to report? Only the breeze, miss. Go on, find them. Understood.
We need to be ready if he comes back.
I am sorry. Will not fail you again.
Τι τούτο είναι?
I'm here for the bounty! There's a bounty! No! I can't die yet! Let's dance, shall we? Somebody help me! Death My eyes are playing tricks on me! Don't you know when to die? Oh!
Keep your distance, Mistio.
Okay.
It's done.
You were quick.
What are you going to do with them?
Dump them in a well. Ah, it looks like the official has arrived.
I apologize for the delay. There was evidence someone attempted to tamper with the votes. Don't worry. The Ostraka are all accounted for. The votes were counted, and Anaxagoras is to be ostracized.
Be slow to fall into friendship, but once you do, continue firm and constant. It will be more difficult for me now that Anaxagoras must leave Athens. We were quite close, although he and Pericles were much closer. It's strange, Pericles wasn't here today to defend him.
Would Pericles normally defend someone?
A good friend? Of course. Yet, Anaxagoras seems pleased with the result. This day has brought more questions than answers.
You said you were close.
He was like a mentor to me. Many of my best thoughts came to fruition through our conversations.
Who are you?
Ask anyone and they'll tell you Socrates. But a name gives you nothing. Our actions determine who we are, and every action has its pleasures and its price. With that said, then, who do you claim to be?
My name is Alexios.
And still, I don't feel I know you. Perhaps I can find out who you are.
You want to know me?
Knowledge is the one good in this world.
Of course. Knowledge drives everything I do.
Then we are the same in the...
Knowledge of when to attack, what weapon to use, or when to use reason instead of violence.
We seem to put our love of knowledge into practice.
I use it how I need to.
You are clearly someone who would do whatever you feel is necessary. Perhaps for drachmi? Or maybe to further...
That describes a lot.
I suppose I'm curious why you did it. How could I not be when you're the reason my friend is being forced to leave the only home he's ever known?
I think you have the wrong person.
You are claiming that you're the wrong person? Life's one true happiness is knowing yourself.
Even if I did know who rigged the ostracism vote, I wouldn't tell you.
And yet, I never said anyone rigged anything.
Socrates, there you are.
Here I am.
You're late. They're all waiting.
I wish to see Anaxagoras' fate, and so I have. Tell them, well, it seemed our conversation is at its end. Although I hope it isn't...
I wouldn't know. That's everything Pericles wanted. Time to return to him and find out what these Athenians know about my mother.
Level 15, level 16. With Rathina.
Let's hope no one notices me here.
What do you see? I've not found the trail, sir. Keep at it. I want them found. Coming for you, mis Dios. Report if you see anything. No? Just God! We don't stop until they're found. As you say, sir. Ready to die! With me, you won't get away. They can't be far. I swear they were in here. Victory! Aha! You're mine! No one's here. Don't worry, this won't take long. Please stop! Stop! Now!
One more arrow and we will be gone. Put the arrow through now.
Got you! Yeah!
just come compose.
Not a thing.
I'll make it quick.
The bounty is gone.
Need to stay alive. That's strange. Where'd they go?
I know, right? That's really strange. Pretty bizarre.
Yeah!
Nope, no bounty whatsoever. Okay, let's just go for this one. Needs to be level 3 for this, but it's okay.
Θεόν πάτερ ιδέ και ιές, κυπτούχε, φούρε δημάτορ, βοτριόκος μου.
Θεόν πάτερ, ιδέ και ιές.
Alexios, it's you!
Phoebe,
You promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So, you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. You don't want to scare people in there.
Well... How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky. I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things.
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye. You just got here. You can't leave already.
Here, Alexios. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made his grand entrance.
Herodotos. Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
It looks more like a lover's quarrel to me.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies. You should drink more. Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, The fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean. Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good, and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Misthios like?
This party could be fun. Alcibiades drinks like a Spartan. Maybe he fights like one too.
If I could suggest anything, please don't.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your sister said.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know.
I hope they know something.
Me too.
Yes, you come and talk to this infuriating air-blogger. I've had my fill of it. Perhaps later. First, explain to me your point again. And so it isn't the rich and powerful, but the gods who are the source of justice?
What? No! Have you been listening to nothing I say?
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
I've seen lots of fights.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? I'm Sophocles, though I'm sure you knew that. And you are?
I am looking for information that will help me find someone. A Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous, xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what...
No, you don't.
So, we get him drunk, and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Impressive, foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor. You're awfully worked up over Euripides. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with a banal young plaything, Aristophanes, I'll
get the...
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely horrifying.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if...
How's Euripides?
I'll get the...
Wonderful. Now,
It wouldn't be a...
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
I've come to get your...
Yes, take it. But
A new face in Pericles is above.
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Alexios.
I wouldn't peg you as an Alexios, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say.
When I need to relax, I start to fight. For you...
Quickly, bring him some wine so that...
After my argument,
I'm only here because I'm searching...
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's...
You and Aristophanes...
a competition.
Ah, wonderful idea.
Well, if you brought a...
Why don't you just apologize to Sophocles?
It's he who should apologize to you.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth an entire family. He just needs time to...
Pericles has invited...
Either we dine here and praise Pericles, or we dine with Cleon. But Cleon has all the charm of a typical politician. A horrible voice, bad...
To the Odyssey.
This is... neck.
How about some more?
Where did you find...
You know what they...
Ready for another?
This...
You know what?
I brought myself.
Fled?
She lost 2 children.
She fled to heal a broken heart.
I've heard...
After what she went through, I'm not sure she would trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician.
I love getting...
I'll think about it. Hippocrates Synarchos. Here I come.
How's Euripides?
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't...
Hiding?
Heed this. War has come to Athens. First, that if you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you.
Someone's being hurt. Open this door!
No, don't mind her. She likes to watch. Such authority. Such aggression.
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide. What?
I only came to this symposium.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking.
She's not.
I think I'll check all the...
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the war.
Now it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Terra. I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. Ali! Ooh, when you reach Corinth, find Anthusa.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much. I think we agreed our use of that knowledge.
You remember. Perhaps our conversation can continue.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being...
You've been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing the nature of rulers. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient, and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
This argument between you two is pointless.
Perhaps. How do you define art?
I'm not getting dragged into this.
Very well. Answer this. Does the artist not give form and symmetry to her subject?
Well, yes.
Laws and justice do much the same for people, do they not? And is there any better way to communicate the story of a people than by revealing its customs and laws? If yes, then ruling, and thus justice, must be an art, as Thrasymachos says.
If you say so.
Aspasia.
You shouldn't be too hard on Socrates. He really has a brilliant mind, even if he comes off a little strong.
He isn't always like that, is he?
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Alexios can help. Everyone listens when he talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Alexios will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
Your spies have been watching me. I knew you people couldn't be trusted.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
These may be the nicest clothes I've ever worn, but I feel a bit uncomfortable, to be honest.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I'm searching for a woman who fled Sparta with her child years ago. I was hoping you might help.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
Εθεάθη πολλήν κοσμήματα στην αγορά. Η λίστα των γειτονά μου στις θέατρος εγγράφει. Αγγίκο, αγγίκο.
I'll help you however I can during your travels.
Alexios!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
You've been hiding from your guests long enough. Aspasia seems to think so too.
She usually does. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty. And of course, there were other threats.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said he was your friend.
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
Anaxagoras understood my fears. 10 years may be a long time, but at least he'll be safe.
Why send Metiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal friends.
My people are important to me.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear...
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to him, Pericles. The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members, and I believe her when she says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need a weapon.
I'm not done with...
I'll help you however I can during the trials.
διαθέτει και πρώτη άλλης αγωνιστής. Ότι τι βόλιο έχεις καταστήσει.
Χάρια μεταξύ αμφικεφάλου και επίκαιος. Ήκουσα ότι Ιον τεστίνος κλείβην χάρια μεταξύ αμφικεφάλου.
Thank you for your help, my friend.
You
Only...
see?
I've had enough.
What are you going to do now?
There's a woman on the island of Chaos that I need to meet. I think I'll head there first.
I've heard there are pirates there.
I'll be sure.
Good. Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia about Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened, okay?
Okay, thanks. I knew I could count.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Alexio!
You catch the latest gossip? We're being sent to guard the ship with spearheads. Who...